What's up, guys? So I felt like making it fully explained on washer Spave because IDK. I just felt like I just felt like it. So it says start in Laundrylands, and click something 10 times. So we obviously go to Laundrylands, and there's a big ass washing machine. So yeah, you have to just click this button, like just spam it. This one, wait. Look. All right, so this button, just spam it 10 times. And get this text. So it says R equals this, G equals to this, B equals to this. RGB obviously stand for red, green, blue, which is the keypad right here. It says identify something with ID capitalized. So that signifies that these numbers are user IDs. So let's find, if we find these users, which let me do that. So 323732. Oh shit. Wait. 323732 is a user named Shirt. Next one is, let me read this. Oh, okay. 84932, which is a user named Pants. The last one is 124840704. And it's a user named Socks. So, yeah. So now it says identify something up high. So if we look in the sky, there's a bunch of clothes, and we've already established that, oh my god, that these user IDs are names of these clothes. So red is pants. Oh, sorry. Red is shirt, green is pants, and blue is socks. So it says bottom to top. So if we look in the sky and order the clothes in the sky from bottom to top, that will be the code. So the lowest cloth is this purple one right here, and it's a pant. And pants are associated with green. So the first digit is green. So green. Next one is also a pant. So green, green. And then next one is a shirt. So shirt is red. After that is another pant. So green again. And then the next two are two shirts. So red, red. And the next one is a pant. So green. And the last three are just socks. Socks are blue. So blue, blue. And this opens. Portal. And then this is the first, like, actual puzzle. Alright, so DS, BK, DB, AZ, DD. User ID. So obviously we got a user ID from this. And then it says AA to AZ is 1 to 26. So that's just the normal alphabet. B question mark to question mark is 27 to 52. So using context clues, it's really obvious to tell that BA to BZ is 27 to 52. So what the first letter signifies is you basically loop through the alphabet again. So AA is the first one. So you go from AA to AZ, that's just the normal alphabet. And then BA will be 27 because you loop backwards. and you add 1 to that. So that'll be BA to BZ, and BZ is just 26 times 2, which is 52. So DS would be looping 4 times, and then plus 19 S, because S is the 19th letter. So let's do some math here. All right. So we have DS, BK, DB, AZ, DD. So DS is going to be 26 times 3 plus 19. BK is 26 times 1 plus 11. DB is 26 times 3 plus 2. AZ is 26 times 0 plus 26. And DD is 26 times 3 plus 4. So if you calculate all those numbers, you get 97, 37, 80, 26, 82, which is this, and this is a user ID. So if we edit this, paste. Okay. It says rearrange, and it says apply display to user. And this says items 4. So the display name is rearrange. So, and the actual user is what looks to be gibberish. So we have to rearrange this text to get something else. So I'm going to use an anagram solver. So this one, because they can do multiple words. And the anagrammed solution is 2 words for some reason, which is kind of annoying. But, oh well. And if you scroll down, you get this one. This is the one we're looking for. Matchstick gasoline. And then if we look back to the account, it says items 4. So matchstick gasoline are the items for a certain spave, which is burnt spave. So that is the code, but we're not completely done. It says your code, spave name, no spaces / caps. But the fact that this is backwards. The fact that this is backwards means that our code is also backwards. So the code is burnt spave, but backwards. So let's do that. Burnt spave, but then we have to write it backwards. So it's this. Evapstin rub. And that should open the gate. Alright, this is the second puzzle now. Alright. So, it says here, Control V bin. Control V is basically the shortcut for paste. So, this technically says Pastebin. So, this arrow says start, and then there's a bunch of random characters on the floor. What you're supposed to do is just combine all the characters, and it forms a Pastebin link. So start here, so 1D, and then follow this arrow to this one, goes to L3, and then follow this arrow, HN, follow this arrow, RQ. So this is going to be a Pastebin link, which I should open. Alright. Pastebin / 1D L3H and RQ. So it gives us this Pastebin. And there's 2 parts. So for this first part, if we look at this text here, these emojis, it's a key and a skateboard. This is actually referring to a keyboard because the emojis represent a key and a board. So combine them, it says keyboard. So if let me paste these in a notepad so that I can visualize this better and just type it out. All right, let's do this. All right, so IPBMWR. If you look on this keyboard, the one I have open that I'm typing with, if you look at the letters, the letter in between IP, it's O. The letter in between BM is N. The letter in between W and R is E. So that spells out 1. The next one, in between RY, is T, GJ is H, ET is R, WR is EE. Next one is FOUR. Yeah. The next one is 2, and then the same one, 2. So this gives us 1, 3, 4, 2, 2. So that's the first part. The next part, it says Boolean, and we have these Boolean gates. They're called logic gates. And so basically, what we're supposed to do is fill in the question mark. So if I just find the Wikipedia page for this, logic gates, Wikipedia. It has all the gates on here. So this is a very good source. But, so the first one is XOR, XOR. So if you look for that, here you go, XOR. So to get it out, so what this is that when you put 11, 1, 1 into this, you get, and you XOR it, you get a number. It's either 1 or 0. So if you put 2 1s into this, here, the input, 1, 1, you get a 0. So the first one is 0. Alright, so that's part 1. Part 2, first one is 0. Next one, 0, 0 equals X and. So if you look for X and, where is it? Here we go. Wait. X and logic gate. It's not on Wikipedia for some reason. Here. So we put 0, 0, and we get 1. Yeah. So 0, 1. Next one. And we also have to account for these brackets here. So let me space it out. So 0 space 1. 0, 1 in OR is going to be 1. 0, 0 in NOR is 1. Yeah. 1, 0 in AND is 0. Uh, 1, 1 in NAND is also 0. The 0, 0 in AND is 0. The 0, 1 in XOR is 1. and then 0, 0, nor. Where's nor? Here. 1. All right. So we have this string here. And if we look at the Pastebin, it says after evaluating, 0 equals G and 1 equals B. So let's do that substitution. So G, B, 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 G, 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 B, B. That's what it is. And it says here, 2 of a letter means the second in order. Combine both codes to the buttons above. Use the arrows as your order. So the buttons above, what that's referring to, is these buttons up here. So if we look at this, our notes, I'm gonna simplify 1 just to numbers. So 1, 3, 4, 2, 2. All right. So what second of a letter means second of a color? What that means is that here we have a G. The first one is a G singular, so it would be the first green pillar. It would be the first green pillar here. That's what 1G means. And we have to follow the arrows. So it's not clockwise. It's where the arrows point to. So this is the first blue because this arrow is pointing to this blue. So this is the first blue. And then this is the second blue. So this would be represented as BB. And then this is the second green because follow the arrows. And for the first part, it's much more simple to understand. It's literally just the order of the arrows of the pillars. So 1, 3, 4, 2, 2. Basically what that is, if you follow the arrows, so this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 3, 4, 2, 2 would be 1, 3, 4, 2, 2. And then next part. Stupid. All right, the next part. G, B, B, G, 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 B, B. I'm simply going to translate this into the same method as 1, so it's easier to understand. So the first green is the first pillar. The second blue is the third pillar. The second blue is the second pillar. The first blue is the second pillar. The second green is the fourth pillar. And the first green is the first pillar. And the second blue is the third pillar. So it's 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3. 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3. So then 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 3. Shit, did I mess up? Oh, fuck. G, B, B, B. Wait. G, 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 B, B. Okay, never mind. I didn't mess up. I just input it wrong the first time somehow. So yeah, that's the second puzzle. And the finale, yeah. All right. So it says solve after you do that 1, 2, 3, no dashes, enter in the corner. So the corner is talking about is right here. It's this thing. You can just type into it. H, like that. So that's where you put it. And I fell on, oh god, I gotta go back. Hold on, more fault gig. I accidentally fell into a soft lock somehow. Let's do that. Alright. Okay. So the first one. So this is the symbol. So if you reverse image search this symbol, you will find that the symbol's name is, I forgot actually. Hold on. Pretty sure it's, so it's basically laundry machine symbols. Here. Wait, find an actual image. Here. So the symbol here for this is machine wash permanent press. It's the same exact symbol. So permanent press is what we get from this. And then it says minus a button. Well, a button is something that you press. So permanent press minus press is just permanent. So that's the first part. The first code is permanent. All right, so 2 ensign 1118 wash. Translate, no accent. So ensign is basically another word for flag. So if you just type in Google flag 1118, it shows up. Flag 1118. 18. Yeah. The 11-18 ratio is the Finnish flag. Flag of Finland. So basically, we just have to translate wash into Finnish, into the Finnish language. So Google Translate. So English to Finnish. The heck? Oh. Alright. So translate wash. That's what it's going to do. And it's pesta. So that's the second part. No accent. So what no accent means is just the 2 dots above the A, just ignore that. So it's just pesta without the 2 dots. So our code right now is permanent pesta. Alright. So this part. If you pronounce user ID, it literally just sounds like user ID. So this random string of text, seemingly random, is actually just a username. So if we put 66HDFF into Roblox, let's search up, let's see, 666HDFF in people. This person. And we get their ID, which is this. It says ARG, which is just an ARG. So if we search up this number with ARG, so this ARG, it's basically an ARG on YouTube. And these numbers are actually a cipher in the ARG. So the ARG has a cipher unique to it, and we need to decode that cipher. So I found it on a random Reddit post. If you search up the ARG cipher, there's a deciphering Reddit post. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's actually a key, which is here. And basically what the cipher is it's the counts of how many letters there are. So, well, not really. It's a substitution cipher, basically. Let me find it. Here we go. Yeah, it's just a substitution cipher. That people found out somehow. So, 6215121. So, 62 is Z. 15 is E. And then 121 is D. So that just spells out Z. So that's the third part. So our full code is permanent pesta Z. That goes into here. And I soft locked myself again. Okay, whatever. Permanent pesta Z. Boom. Let me go back, because the last part requires me to, yeah, this. All right. So this is the final part. If you count the amount of digits, there's 8 digits, so it's a Pastebin link. If it's 7, it's an Enigma link, so it's just helpful to know that. So let's put this Pastebin link in. What is it? Okay, so. Okay, sorry. Dude, I can't. Okay. Don't need this. VUS. Sorry. VUS9 H0XL. Alright. So, it says here decode recommended to use, and then there's, so on each line there's a letter and then a colon. So, this is kind of vague. You kind of need cipher knowledge for this, so it's a little annoying, but this is actually an Enigma machine cipher. And it said you'd use decode, so we have to use this. But if you look at the names for each one in German, the rotors starts with W, the reflector is UKW, the position of rings is R, and the position of rotors is G, which actually match with the letters on the Pastebin, W, UKW, R, and G. So that pretty much supports the fact that it's an Enigma machine. Alright, so for W, it's this number minus group of Spave. Group of Spave is literally just the ID for the group that owns Find the Spaves. So if we go to the find the group ID, that's what we need to find. Not this. So find the Spaves. This is the group ID. So it's 294032609 minus the group ID, which I just copied. So let's see. 294032609. 609. Am I stupid? 294032609. Minus this is 82537. So that's the rotor. 8. It's put in Roman numerals though, I'm pretty sure. So VII II VII VII. Alright. Next one. Hear, smell, taste, and touch. Absence. So, these are all the senses of the 5 senses. And we have 4 of them right here. The missing one is sight. And if you look at the reflector, it can only be A, B, or C. But sight is another word for see, and C sounds like the letter C. So the reflector is just going to be C. Alright, next one. Permanent subtrahend, look back. So look back basically just means to refer to a previous puzzle. And if you remember this one, it was permanent press minus press. So the subtrahend is what you're subtracting, meaning that it's press. So that is the ring position. Press. Alright. You can't repeat letters though, so it's just going to be P, R, E, and S. You can't put another S. Well, actually you can, but I don't know if it does anything. Alright. So now, the position of the rotors. Ring position to Z26. So we already solved the ring position. It's press. Oh wait, I messed up. These should be numbers. Wait, no, never mind. All right. So the ring position is press, and then says to Z26. So just convert the letters to numbers based on their placement in the alphabet, and then do this to the numbers. So I'm gonna copy that and put this in Notepad so I know. Okay, just delete everything. All right, so paste this, and then we have P R E press. So press is just gonna be 16, 18, 5, 19, 19. So 16 plus 6, that's 20. Well, let's do it. 22. 18 minus 2 is 16. 5 minus 4 is 1. 19 minus 8 is 11. 19 plus 3 is 22. So these are going to be the rotor positions. So paste. Oh, and then you decode this. All right. Yep. So this is the final code. Green and blueness. All right. So yeah. Final code. Oops. Green and oh wait. Sorry, you put it in here. Whoops. Wait, am I doing this wrong? Oh, you have to put the dashes too. So it's going to be green, dash, and dash blueness. All right. Green and blueness. Yep. And that's it. Final jumps to the Spave. Don't worry, this is a fake cutscene. It's not an actual boss fight. Oh, thankfully. Yeah, because it is. GG.